Now we will discuss on the concepts of conditions and roles. You have to remember that there are some important concepts in clinical trial. Not only clinical trial, it applies to everything. Different terms we will check. So like what we will use different terms like data protection, data privacy, data confidentiality. We need all these things in our life. Someone cannot call us randomly and say about their products or something like that, right? So our data needs to be protected. We should have privacy. Our data needs to be confidential. All those things are important. So every country will have their own regulations for it. If you take US, HIPAA is the act. So HIPAA is the act that regulates data privacy, data protection in US. Okay, it is Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. This was formulated in 1996. When you come to European Union, that is GDPR, General Data Protection and Regulation Act. So even in India, we have that act, that is DPDPA. This is Indian Act. This was released in 2023, but no one cares about it in India. Everyone will call everyone however they like. So based on this, whatever the application we develop or whatever the digital technology we develop, so it should have the common term used is data protection. In data protection, you have many terms like data privacy, data confidentiality. So you can Google about these terms, you will get all the details about this. Okay, this is giving the regulatory. Every country says that you have to follow these regulations. Unless your system or your mobile application follows this, we will not give approval for the system. Especially it is true in clinical trials. Clinical trial data is about the safety of the patient, or it is about the personal details of the patient and also diseases of the patient. So it should comply with this regulatory requirements. Then coming to IRT or clinical interactive response systems, where are these concepts applicable? When we are creating the widgets, right? In dashboards we create the widgets, that is applicable here as well. And also configuration, after widgets we have configuration in the system. Even during configuration you have to apply these data privacy and data protection concepts. And also each and every transaction we do has to have these concepts. The notifications we send should have these concepts. The alert we send to the users should also comply with the concepts. And also reports, whatever the reports we send should also comply with this concept. It means everything, web or mobile screen. So our system is viewed either in web or mobile, right? Every screen should follow this rules. And also it means everything, whatever you do on a clinical trial on a digital platform has to follow this guidelines. And also access is based on the conditions and permissions only. So when you give access to any user or to any role, it should follow conditions, these conditions which we are going to discuss, and also the permissions which we already have in the system. Even we should say our system is compliant, HIPAA compliant, GDPR compliant. This is the reason we say that HIPAA and GDPR are compliant in the system. Okay, then what exactly is that? We will check what is the difference between unconditional and conditional user. So how do we apply these HIPAA, GDPR and DPDPA concepts into the clinical systems? By introducing the concept of unconditional and conditional users. So what is unconditional users? Okay, from IRT perspective, unconditional user belong to entire study. Okay, but conditional roles, what I do is I will normally interchange the word role and user, because user is assigned to the role. It means both are same, but technically correct word is role. Okay, I'm coming to the conditional roles. You can see that conditional role belong to either country, depot or site. Okay, then how is this applicable? You can see this is a study level role, this is a country level role, depot level role or site level roles. And coming to the system role, so what are unconditional? Organization admin is a unconditional role because he maintains entire study, right? It is not only particular part of the study. Study admin also maintains entire study. That's the reason this system level role is considered as unconditional role. And also study user with study level access. You remember that study level user will have either study level access or depot level access, site level access, right? So if the study user is given study level access, then it comes under unconditional user. In the same way, if the study user is given either depot level access or site level access or country level access, so it is considered as conditional user. So let's look into the examples. For example, study level role. Project manager is a study level role. He takes care of entire study. And supplies manager is a study level role. He takes care of entire supplies within the study. And also study admin. Study admin configures and maintains everything in the study. He is not pertain to a particular site or a particular depot or a particular country. So these are the best example for unconditional users. And coming to conditional users at country level, so some of the IRTs will have it, some of the IRTs will not have it. Country level, monitor can be considered as a best example for country level user. And depot level users, for example, depot manager who is taking care of only one depot or one or two depots is considered as a conditional user for the depot. And coming to site level users, investigator, nurse, pharmacist or clinical research coordinator, normally these are the typical examples for conditional users at site level. So then what it actually mean coming to the practical purpose, we will see that part by part. Okay, coming to the widgets. So there are different widgets in the study we have. Same widget has to be seen differently for an investigator. It has to be seen differently for a depot person, or if it is given to a country person, it has to be seen differently. And if it is given to a study level user, it should be seen differently. uh, how is it different? For example, if I have given access to a widget to a study level user, in the same widget he should see the details of entire study. If it is given to a particular site, he should see only details of his site. If it is given to a depot user, same permission and everything is same. But if the permission is given to a depot user, he should see details of only his depot. Or if it is given to a country level user, he has to see the details of his country only, not other countries. Investigator should not see the details of other investigator or other site. One depot user should not be seeing the details of other depot. Okay, this is about widgets. And configuration, even configuration, so even the configuration is permission based, right? Even configuration has to be given based on the permissions. This configuration will not have much impact based on for the conditions, because this configuration is normally given only for the study admin, so it need not be worried about this configuration. And coming to the transactions, so for example, take an investigator, so he has to screen the patient only of his site. He should not be screening the patient of different site. Or if it is a depot user, he should be able to arrive the shipment of his depot, right? He should not be able to arrive the shipment of other depots which he don't have the access. So that's about transaction. And notifications will have same permission, but if I am an investigator at a site, I should get the notifications of only of my site. I should not be getting the notifications of other site. If I am the depot manager of a particular depot, I need to get the notifications of only that depot. I should not get the details of other depot. In the same way, if my site is hitting any alert, for example, randomization cap is reached for my site, only I should get the details of my site as an investigator. I should not get the details of another site is already closed for randomization, open for randomization. I should not get all those alerts. Okay, even it is applicable to the alerts. Reports, if I give access to an investigator to a report, he should see the details of only his site. If I give access to the same report to a depot, he should see only the reports or details in the same report to his depot. This is how we maintain confidentiality or data protection or data privacy. Everything is maintained in this way. It is applicable to all these widgets, configuration, transaction, notifications, alerts, reports. You mean every web page, every mobile screen. It means everything. So, but it is entirely condition controlled based on condition and permission. So this is about data protection and data privacy and conditional user and unconditional user.
ClinGenius Research.